Hello, Facebook world. I was trying to figure out where to sit. I need to get a camera holder because right now you're propped up on Tupperware and leaning up against a salt shaker. So that's how fancy I am right now. So I'm gonna give everybody a minute to see if anybody's gonna join me live. I know it's Saturday night and probably other people have better things to do than I usually do. Saturday nights I'm like hanging out doing nothing because yeah, that's how I roll. So anyway, I'll give a minute here. I see Leora's on here. Hi, Leora. And hopefully a couple other people will get on. I'm gonna put some Valor on. Valor is an amazing oil, and I am just about out. So luckily it's in my ER order, which has shipped, so it'll be here soon. But this is my first Facebook Live class, and so we're gonna put some Valor on and get some confidence because I'm a little nervous. I don't know why. It's kind of silly because I'm just talking to myself in the kitchen here. Kicked out my husband and kids. They are, I don't know where they went actually. I thought they were just gonna go play wiffle ball, but then I saw them leave in the truck. So who knows where they are, but maybe that means that I won't have kids running through here every 5 seconds. So we'll see if they stay gone or not. Could be interesting. So yeah, so hopefully everybody's having a good Saturday. It turned out to be a really nice day today. This morning was kind of crummy. Last night was really crummy. I ran a race down in Detroit. Thank you. I got my hair done today. So fun. So yeah, so I ran a race down in Detroit last night and it was about 43 degrees and raining, which was so gross because it's been so nice the last 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden it's crummy. So thanks, Leora. I think it turned out nice. I also put makeup on today. I don't know if you can tell. It's not very good light today, but Savvy Minerals makeup. Put it on my face. I never do that. Look, I have eyebrows. Amazing. I never do that, but sometimes, you know, you got to get fancied up, and I figured what better time than when I'm going to talk about living well than to, you know, fancy up my face a little bit. So anyway, I'm going to get going here because anytime I watch these videos back and it's always like 5 minutes of rambling in the beginning, you're like, skip, 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 skip. Don't care what you did today. Let's get to the talk. So I'm going to get to the talk, and people will come in or they can watch this later or however they want to do it. I think also this is a public video. So I think if you want to share away or you want to send it to somebody in Messenger, send away. So anyway, we are going to talk. This is just an intro to wellness. So of course, you should know that it is about Young Living, which is an essential oils and wellness company. But it's kind of my whole journey to wellness and, how my passion has become wanting to help other people to start their journey to wellness because it has made such a difference in my life and in my family's life that I would really love to help other people do the same thing. And I'm assuming everybody can hear me okay. You'd probably tell me if you couldn't. So anyway, so here a little bit about my story. My journey to wellness began, I think it was 4 years ago. I was sleeping and I woke up from a dead sleep and my heart was racing so fast you couldn't even count the beats. Brian's an EMT and had been for quite a long time. He's not anymore, but he was for a very long time. And he also couldn't even, my heart rate was so fast he couldn't even count it. So he was of course worried that I was gonna stroke out or something. Who knows what happens when your heart rate's that high, but it's no good. So, a trip in an ambulance and an overnight stay in the hospital on the cardiology floor later, I basically was diagnosed with, my heart was fine, but I was diagnosed with chronic dehydration and lack of fitness, basically, which is super sad for a 35-year-old woman. I shouldn't have been having the issues that I was having. So my cardiologist kind of gave me a stern talking to and said, well, how often do you exercise? And I said, why in the world, when am I going to exercise? I work full time. I have 2 kids. I'm a wife. I have things. I'm doing all the things and I'm busy. So I don't have time to exercise. Why would I need to exercise? I'm thin. I don't need to watch what I eat. Like I'm really not worried about it. So why am I going to exercise? So anyway, he said, well, you need to exercise and you also need to drink much more water, which I thought all I ever drink is water. So I'm probably fine, but I clearly didn't drink enough. So hi, Sandy. So my lesson was learned and I started to exercise and kind of fitness monster was born at that time, and I really found a love for it. I remember actually Leora, when I first started exercising, I called her and was like, thank you. Why in the world do people exercise, and do people actually do this every day? Because I don't believe it. There's no way. So anyway, but I started exercising, I started running, I did the Couch to 5K, and I signed up for a 5K, and all of a sudden I found this new passion into exercise. I felt great. I was getting like muscle tone back. I had so much more energy, and it was just amazing. So I was super excited. I actually ended up going and getting my group fitness certification through ACE, which is a fitness certification program that you can do. So I just really got into it. I started teaching group fitness classes, and it just was like a huge passion of mine. And I was like, this is so amazing. But it just felt like there was something else that was supposed to go with it. Like, fitness was great, but there's other aspects of your life that are going to give you the whole package of wellness, right? So I was kind of like looking around, whatever. A couple years went by, and then I started hearing here and there a little bit about essential oils. And so I, like probably everybody who like is curious about essential oils, I got on Amazon and I bought some oils because the reviews seemed good, and I bought a diffuser, and I was like, I'm gonna start using these. They're so natural, it's so fun, they smell so good, you know, like I like that earthy, you know, I'm kind of a hippie. Don't worry, be a hippie. Yep, I'm a hippie. I have been a hippie forever. You don't have to be a hippie to use oils, but hippies do love their oils. So, so I bought oils on Amazon, and I was diffusing them, and I was like, you know, I didn't really notice any like effects from them, but they did smell nice, and I thought, well, they must be better than burning candles. My husband let me burn candles anyway because, you know, he's a firefighter, and so he's super anti-candle. So anyway, so I was like a wax tart junkie. So anyway, so I started dabbling in oils, and I see a thing on Facebook, like a Facebook event or whatever, for Essential Oils 101. And I was like, that's exactly what I need. I totally want to learn more about oils, and I bet that person knows more than me. So I'm going to go to their class. So I messaged the lady, because I was actually on vacation when the class was happening. I was like, hey, I can't make it to this class, but is there another one? And she was like, well, I'm having one at my house. You can come. Still had no idea that this was even for like a company, nothing. So I show up at her house. I find out it's for Young Living. I don't even know that I had heard of Young Living. Like, I guess, yes, I had. That's a lie. I had heard of Young Living because they sell them at the dollar store in Imlay City. And I thought, after I bought my oils on Amazon, who in the world pays $30 for a bottle of oil? You can get them for $7 at Kroger. That's crazy. So that's all I knew of Young Living. Well, my eyes were opened in that little class that I took. We'll get more into that later, but I did learn so much about the therapeutic benefits of oils. Like, it's not just that they're going to make your house smell nice and, you know, whatever, and they're from plants. You know, there are actual benefits to oils, which is something that at that point I had no idea. Now, you know, I know a lot, and I would like to pass that on to you. So, you know, everybody's kind of heard them. They're coming around as like this buzzword. People are hearing them all over the place. And, you know, but beyond even the benefits of the oils is the benefits of this company. And again, we'll talk about this more later, but Young Living as a company and Young Living as a community is unbeatable in my mind. I mean, they just will swoop in and just blow your mind, change your world. You have no idea. It is just unbelievable. So, we'll talk more about that later, but we are going to keep going and see where we're at next. So, all right, so I had the fitness thing, right? I got that down. That's good. So now I have the oil thing down, you know, and that's great. You know, we're going to get the toxins out, you know, we're going to use plant-based products. This is super cool, you know, and I still kind of felt like I have these two things, you know, and along with essential oils and things, like that's kind of like stress, you know, stress management and coping with your stress and coping with your emotions, you know, there's tons of stuff with that. So, you know, I kind of had that down, and I still kind of felt like, I feel like there's just like, there's still one more piece of the puzzle that I can't figure out, right? So, quick about this, and then we'll go back to Young Living. But, so then my husband sends me this podcast through a text, and it's like, hey, he was on a work trip and had been on a plane for like 5 hours, came across this podcast, and he's like, I want to do this. You need to listen to this podcast, and then we need to do this. So it was a podcast by Mark Sisson, who is a primal health coach and primal coach expert. Basically, primal diet is similar to keto. So high fat, moderate protein, low carb is the diet base. And then his goes a little further into no processed foods and things like that. So he has me listen to this, and he's like, I want to do this. All these symptoms make sense. This all totally sounds like me, and I want to, get on this healthy train, whatever, with you. And so please do this, because I do the shopping and I do the cooking. So obviously I have to be on board, or he's not going to be able to do it. So then we start, so this was about 10 weeks ago, we start this journey of keto, or primal, however you want to say it, but basically a keto journey in our diet, and have seen just unbelievable changes in both of our lives. I mean, just energy wise and how we feel. And he's doing it, obviously to get better control of his weight, and he's having super great success there. I'm doing it trying to get more muscle tone, because again, with the fitness, I really like that, but I want, I'm pretty thin, so I want to kind of have more muscle size. I don't know. It's never going to really happen. I'm going to be thin. There's nothing I can do. But, so we're doing that. So now I have this nutrition thing that really before I never had an interest in, because I just didn't feel like I needed to, so why bother? I'm not having issues with, weight or energy or whatever. So why am I going to bother? But now that I'm learning all these things, it is like the coolest. So nutrition is, and I just feel like that's the last piece of the puzzle. And now have this whole thing, and now I have all these ideas, and I'm just like kind of going crazy a little bit about what I want to do, but I just want to share all these things with everybody else, because it's so cool, and it makes such a difference in how you feel and how you go about your day and how you think and how you act. Like, it's all a big circle, and it's the coolest thing. So now I just have to share it with everybody, because that's because I like to talk about things. So that's where we're at with that. So sorry, I keep saying so. Apparently, that's going to be my word for the class. But yeah, my passion is now to help other people to take control of their household, take control of their health and their family's health, and stay above that wellness line, to live your best life. Because really, we are not supposed to just mundane get up, go to work, come home, make supper, go to softball, go to bed, do the same thing. That's not how it's supposed to be. So, all right, so now we're going to go back to the Young Living portion of this. We're going to talk about toxins, okay, because they are everywhere. There are toxins everywhere. So you can comment below, who knows somebody with some sort of chronic disease? Who knows somebody with hormone issues? Who knows somebody with reproductive issues? Fertility issues, cancer. I mean, the list goes on. Allergies, asthma, skin diseases, endocrine diseases, thyroid issues. I mean, who knows somebody who has that, or who has that? Hello, everybody, because it's everywhere. This generation that's happening is, it seems like disease is the norm. Everybody has some sort of chronic disease, whether it's a chronic mental issue, anxiety, depression, or there's, obviously tons of chronic physical issues that people are suffering with every single day. And it's almost like the norm. So it's kind of like, why is this happening? So we kind of want to look into things a little bit further. There's some stats out there. An average of 1 in 4 women will have severe hormone or reproductive issues at some point in their life. So if there's 4 people on here and they're all women, which one is it going to be? That you're going to have hormone issues or reproductive issues or some sort of reproductive cancer at some point in your life. Why is that? Why is that happening? Look at our kids and how many allergies and eczema and asthma and behavioral issues and weight issues and hormone issues and anxiety issues that they have on a daily basis that they're coping with. Why is that? Obviously there's other things outside of toxins. You can look at their lifestyle. You can look at their, how they're being raised and things like that. But the toxins that they're exposed to every day are just unbelievable. The amount of them is just unbelievable. So chronic disease is becoming the norm. At this point, there's over 6,500 hospitals in the United States. 6,500 hospitals in 50 states. So they don't make hospitals for people who are healthy, to keep you healthy. That's not why they're there. They make hospitals for people because they're sick and they want to give you something to make you better. So they give you a pill for whatever symptom you have, and then that gives you a symptom. So they give you a pill for that. And then that gives you a symptom, so they give you a pill for that, and then they say, well, that's just how it's going to be. You know, they don't ever talk to you about your diet or about your exercise routine or about the toxins that you're exposed to every day or about how you're managing stress. They don't tell you go in for high blood pressure, they give you a pill. They don't talk to you about changing your diet. That's just not, you know, wellness medicine is just not mainstream yet, and it should be, but it's not. So that leaves it to us, you know, to take control of that and fix it before it's a problem. You know, otherwise you're just going to the hospital, going to the doctor all the time and getting prescriptions. I mean, everybody knows people that are on prescriptions, not even just one prescription. I mean, you're on tons of them, you know, and it's this for this and this for this, and it's just all just working crazy. So, you know, we just don't know why everybody just picks the, you know, you go out on the grocery aisle and there's 25 different kinds of multi-purpose cleaners, all of which have, you know, chemicals and toxins and synthetic fragrances and all these things in them. You pick the one that seems like it smells the nicest, or maybe you pick the one because it has plants on the thing, thinking that means it's more natural, but it's not. And these ingredients that are in them are just, nobody knows what they are because they're not regulated. The FDA gave that up years and years and years ago. I mean, at this point, there's a list of like 1,300 chemicals that have been banned in Europe, and about 12 of those have been banned in the US. Everything else is just a free-for-all. They can do what they want. They don't even have to test them on things to see what kind of side effects they're going to have or skin reactions or whatever. They don't even have to test cleaning products before they put them out there. They just put them out there, you know, and that's it. So, you know, like you look at parabens. Parabens are linked to cancer. Over 90% of breast tumors have parabens found in them. What else are they in? They're in shampoos, they're in shower gels, toothpaste, lotions, everyday products that we use, everyday products that we put on our kids have parabens in them. Read your labels. I mean, this is like a huge, huge sign for people to read their labels and know what's in them. And, you know, figure out what things are. Sodium lauryl sulfate is in a ton of stuff. It's an emulsifying agent. It makes bubbles. Everybody likes bubbles. You know, it's not clean if it doesn't have bubbles. I want to bubble up when I take a shower. I want my dish soap to bubble up. I want my mop water to bubble up. Like, you want bubbles. So they do sodium lauryl sulfate. And it's derived from coconuts, so it's natural, you know, but it's not, because when they, in that process, it makes toxic byproducts. Those toxic byproducts cause hormone disruptions. They cause skin allergens. They cause neurotoxicity. They cause all these things. And they're in everything. They're in our toothpaste. I mean, read the label, the warning on your toothpaste. You know, it's harmful if swallowed. You're putting it in your mouth. Why in the world is toothpaste harmful if swallowed when you're supposed to put it in your mouth? That doesn't even make sense, you know? So all these synthetic chemicals are in everything, and they're coming into our body, and we don't have the enzymes to break them down. So they're just stored in our tissues, in our breast tissue, in our fat cells, in our joints, in our, you know, the organs. They're just stored up in our body and show up as chronic disease. And people can't figure out why they're all so sick, you know? And it's just, that's why, because they're all synthetic. They're not carbon-based molecules. If you have a carbon-based molecule that's from nature, like we are, like plants are, like, you know, our bodies can break those down because they're similar. We have similar enzymes and we can process them. Synthetic chemicals that are made in a lab somewhere, we just can't process. We can't get rid of them. And then everything's getting overloaded. Our livers are getting overloaded. Our kidneys are getting taxed. Our joints are getting taxed. I mean, just everything is, just can't get rid of. I mean, at this point, we put more toxins on our body in one day than our grandparents' generation would put on their body in their entire lifetime. Because what did they use? Vinegar, Castile soap, lye. I guess lye is probably not that good for you, but I mean, they used these base, baking soda, you know, they use these things that are, you can process them and get rid of them. They weren't using, you know, 10,000 synthetic chemicals and fragrances and all this stuff that your body had to try to figure out how to do. It's just not going to do it. So, synthetic fragrances are a huge thing. You know, I mean, think about when you walk through like that counter in Macy's or wherever, and it's all those perfumes, and you just like, you can't walk through there fast enough, you know, or like you're standing in an elevator with some lady who put like 10 squirts on when she was supposed to put 1 squirt on. And you're just like, holy moly, get me out of this elevator. This is terrible. This just smells awful. Or like you're in, you know, in a waiting room and you can smell the person that's like 4 seats over from you. You can smell their fabric softener. Like, what in the world kind of fabric softener are you people using? Don't use fabric softener. Don't use dryer sheets. Use dryer balls. And if you want them to smell nice, put oils on them. But really, the smell doesn't stay on your clothes. They don't have to smell like that. Like, it's not like a sign of like stature or something for your clothes to smell like Gain. I don't get it. And those, they're just, you know, coming out in the air and now it's like a big thing that your clothes will smell like that for a week. That's not good. Nobody wants that. I mean, it's all these synthetic fragrances that are just overloading your system and you just can't figure out how to process them. So, this is one of these reasons why people are so sick. You know, they have toxicity. They have toxicity in their mind. They have toxicity in their language and how they speak to themselves internally, how they speak externally. You know, all these things. It's, you know, mental attitude is so huge. It's so huge. And they just, you know, you feel so crummy because your body's overloaded and it can't figure out how to work. And so you feel crappy, and then you just get yourself down and you have all these awful thoughts. You know, the toxicity in your products that you're using, the toxicity in the food that you're eating, all of these processed foods. You know, everybody's like so like gung-ho on the farming practices and this and that, whatever. Plants are plants. And then they go to a factory and they process the crap out of them until it's basically like one molecule away from cardboard that you're eating. That's not healthy. You know, if you're going to eat a plant, eat the plant. You know, don't have the plant sent to craft to be like smashed down and mixed with a bunch of who knows what and turned into a noodle. It's not the same, you know. It just isn't, you know. So whether or not you give up, I mean, like I said, our lifestyle, we've given up carbs for the most part. Now I'm not, you know, not 100% on this, but we have given them up quite a bit, and you know, it makes a huge difference. But it's not necessarily that I'm against the carbs. I'm against the processed foods that can stay in a box for 2 years and they're still okay to eat. It wasn't okay to eat at the beginning of the 2 years. It doesn't matter if it lasts 2 years. So yeah, so what can we do about this? So that's where we're at. What in the world can we even do to try and get all this toxicity out of our lives, out of our bodies, out of our minds, out of our houses, out of everywhere? Step one, recognize that this is an issue. Recognize that you can't just buy the cleaning product off the shelf because it's orange and you like orange. You know, recognize that you can't just buy any shampoo because when you're putting it on your head and your skin is the biggest organ in your body and it's absorbed into your body and it just sits there for years and years and years, you have to recognize that's an issue and you have to become a label reader. And I'm that crazy lady in the grocery store. I promise you I pull my cart to the side while I'm reading my labels so I'm not in anybody's way, but you got to be the crazy lady in the grocery store who's reading the labels because you want to know, like, if the ingredient list is this long, put it back on the shelf. You don't want it. So become a label reader. Do your research. Look up your products. Know what you're using. Know what you're bringing into your house. Know what you're putting into your body. Know what you're putting on your kids. I mean, all of these, you know, Johnson & Johnson, you see that even in the mainstream now of all these ingredients that's in Johnson & Johnson and everybody's freaking out about it. They should be freaking out about it because it's not good stuff. You don't want that. Take control of what's coming in your house and what's coming in your body and know that there are better ways, okay? I was a Bath & Body Works junkie. Are you kidding? I love that stuff. It smells so good. And the lotion is nice. What was that one in the blue thing? The Thicken, I don't know, something, Thicken something in the blue. And I'm telling you, you shave your legs and you put that on your legs and it was like that for like 3 days, right? I loved that stuff. Wax melts, are you kidding? I had a whole cabinet of them. Like, I had every scent that you could possibly think of wax melts because I loved my house to smell nice. I want it to smell nice. So I'm going to put those things in there and it's going to smell nice, right? When you find out what's in these products and you find out what these synthetic chemicals are doing to you, it's not so hard to get rid of them. I was a little sad when I got rid of them. I'm not going to lie because I liked them, but I like my kids. And I like myself, and I want to live like a really, really, really long time. Like, I'm going to be talking on Facebook Lives for a really long time. So I had to get rid of them. And that's just the way it was. So, all right, so step one, admit that this is an issue. Look around your house and know your products, know what you're using. So step one, know it's an issue. Step two, find a better way. Insert Young Living. They are a better way. This company is unbelievable. They have all plant-based products. They have no synthetics. They have no toxins. They have no chemicals in any of their products that your body can't process and get rid of. So you start using these products that are working with your body, right? They're all plant-based chemical or plant-based products. So the difference between synthetics, which are one molecule, and plant-based, which are many, many, many molecules, is synergy. And so all these plants with their synergistic qualities are working with your body. They go into your cells and your cells are like, oh, hey, what's up? Like, I recognize you because you're, a carbon-based molecule and you're from the earth. And so we're like buddies now. And it knows what to do with it and it processes it and everybody's happy. So Young Living has all these products, and even beyond the oils. I mean, they have so much beyond oils. We'll go over all of them. Well, not all of them, but there's too many. We'll be here till next Tuesday. But they have so many products, and they're all free from synthetics. I mean, the company was founded by Gary and Mary Young in 1994, but Gary and Mary Young have been doing natural living and plant-based products. Like Jordan Tranch says, they've been doing it. They've been country before country was cool, right? So they've been doing this way back in the day. I mean, it's still kind of weird now. Like, people, it's getting a little better, but still, like, if you're the oil lady, like, you're the weird, like, don't worry, be a hippie lady who wears that shirt on the Facebook Live video, whatever. But they were doing it, like, even when we thought it was, even when the hippies thought it was weird, they were doing it. He knows what he's doing. He has dedicated his entire life to figuring out how to make plant-based products that work with your body and support your body systems. So that's his whole job. He was doing this before it was Facebook cool or before it was on the mom blogs, or whatever. That's what they did. And his biggest difference between Young Living and other oil, because there are other oil companies out there that are good, right? So, but they're not going to have the product line that Young Living has because they're just not as big. They've not been around as long. He's been around for almost 25 years. That's a long time. That gives you a long time. There's over 4 million members. They're signing up members left and right. I mean, people are jumping on this wagon. It is the wagon you want to be on. Like, this is like the cool hayride with like the black light and all the music. Like, this is the hayride that you want to be on, right? So Young Living has a seed to seal process, right? And that's what sets them apart from these other companies. Even companies that do probably produce pretty good oils, that are going to have a lot of the same therapeutic benefits that the Young Living oils have. But seed to seal means that literally from the time that plant goes in the ground, and then the plant grows, and then the plant's harvested, and then it's taken into the building, and then it's distilled at exactly the right temperature, at exactly the right time of day, exactly the right everything, and then it's bottled, and they put the little cap on the bottle, and they put it in their little tube, and they put it in a box, and they send it to your house. Like, every step of the way, he's controlling it. The company, not Gary himself. I'm sure he has people help him, but they're controlling it. They're testing it. They have, because they've been around so long, they have the resources to test and test and test and test and test. Every step of the way, they're testing these. And when something comes up that is not to their standards, it's gone. It's out. Their quality is way beyond important to them over price or making money, right? So Valor, this one, my favorite, one of my favorites, I have a million favorites. Valor was out of stock for so long that they had to make up a different formula of different plants that was going to have the same kind of constituents and have the same effect on your body that Valor had, because they couldn't outsource one of the plants, and they're not going to buy second-rate plants. They're not going to do it. So if they're making goldenrod oil, and the place that they grow the goldenrod, where it is the prime optimal growing conditions and everything else, they can only get so much goldenrod on there, and when it's gone, it's gone. And that's a topic for a different day, but Young Living people love their goldenrod, okay? And yeah, Google it. Anyway, if they don't have it, they don't have it. They're not just going to be like calling up somebody on the phone and be like, hey, do you have any goldenrod? Because like our people really like it and they want it. No, if they don't have it and it doesn't pass their standards, they don't have it and it's gone. And it's kind of a pain for those of us who love their products that every once in a while, like, products go out of stock. But you know what? I would rather them go out of stock than them get subpar plants and try to distill them. I don't want that, So that's an amazing thing that you can count on every single one of their products. They are top notch. They passed every test. There's no question about it. You don't have to wonder what is in them. So it's amazing. And that's a huge, huge plus, and it's a huge thing that sets them apart from other companies. But beyond that, even because they've been around so long, they're a huge company. They're way more than oils. Their supplements, their makeup, their bath and beauty products, their cleaning products, their kids products, their pets products, their vitamins, there's protein powder, there's food, there's you name it, cough drops, pain cream, you know, some things that you just aren't going to get anywhere else. They are all natural plant-based products, all of them, every single one of them. The makeup line, again, I'm wearing the makeup. I never wear makeup, but I have it on today. La la la. You probably can't see it because it's not very good lighting in here, but anyway, the makeup is amazing. It's unbelievable. And I can let my little girls put it on and know that they're not smearing a bunch of who knows what all over their face and putting it on their lips and then licking their lips and then eating all these toxins that are just going to sit in their body for the next 50 years and brew into who knows what. You know, that you don't have to think about any of it. So that's why Young Living, because you can count on every product. You can replace your whole house with plant-based products that are shipped to your door, which is fantastic. We'll talk about that later too. But so real quick, why are essential oils so cool, right? They smell nice. Most of them. Some of them don't really smell that nice, but most of them smell nice. And so, like I said, I was like a wax tart junkie, and I want my house to smell nice. So I can put oils in a diffuser, and I can make them smell nice. And I could buy my oils from Walmart and put them in a diffuser and probably make it smell nice. But good quality Young Living essential oils, good quality oils that don't have synthetics and chemicals and all that in there, have therapeutic benefits. They're going to affect your body systems, and they're going to make you feel great. So they go in there and they work in your cells, and they're like, hey, this is how it's going to work. Like, this is what's supposed to be happening. And then all of a sudden you get all these things flushed out of your system that have been sitting there forever because all these natural products don't want them in there, and they're flushing them out. And all of a sudden you're feeling great, and you have all this energy, and your skin looks great, and your hair looks great, and your nails look great, and your kids are happier, and your husband isn't so grumpy, and all these things. And your medicine cabinet is empty because you can support all your body systems with oils. You can support your endocrine system and your hormones. You can support your nervous system, your brain. Hello. We kind of like our brains, so we want to keep them happy, 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 happy. They support your circulatory system, your heart, your lungs kind of need that, your blood kind of need that to like flow how it's supposed to. Your reproductive system, how many people, again, we went over this in the beginning, know somebody with reproductive issues that are, you know, fertility issues, things, all this, they support your reproductive system. They support your skeletal system, okay? I'm a fitness junkie, we all know that. And I've been having issues with my hips. That was my own fault. I did it to myself, and I'm aware of it, and I'm in physical therapy trying to fix it. But not once have I had to take Advil or any other or pain meds, go to the doctor and get pain meds. I have oils to support my skeletal system and help it heal naturally with no chemicals. Yay. They support your muscular system. We know I like my muscular system too. So they support your lymphatic system, which is your immune system, which keeps you healthy. Wellness line, you want to be up here, not down here in the hospital. Your digestive system, everybody wants that to work happy. You do, the people around you do, the people in the car with you do, your husband does, your wife does, you know, whatever. Your respiratory system. I mean, how many people do you know that have like asthma and all these, you know, seasonal allergies and all these other issues? Like, do you think maybe your asthma wouldn't be so bad if your house wasn't filled with so many toxic chemicals and synthetic fragrances that are just clogging up your lungs and just making them super mad? Maybe. It's worth a try, right? Your excretory system, again, kind of goes along with the digestive system. You want your kidneys to function right. You want your bowels to function right. Everybody wants all that to be happy and working, okay? And then your integumentary system, which I didn't know what that was. I totally had to Google it. I feel like I should have known it once I Googled it, but it's your skin, it's your hair, it's your nails. They support all those systems. You want those to also be good. You don't need to cram all these chemical products on your face to make your skin look good. If you're healthy on the inside, it's going to show on the outside. So if you're healthy on the inside, your skin is going to look great. Your nails are going to look great. Your hair is going to grow nice. You know, you're going to have all these things. These are like amazing side effects of fixing your insides and getting rid of all the toxins, which is huge. You want that. So this is why you want to make sure that your oils are pure, right? Like I said, you can go to Walmart and buy oils. You can do what I did in the beginning, buy them on Amazon. But these companies are cutting corners to keep the prices down. So I wouldn't say that those oils are more affordable than Young Living. Those oils are cheaper. They're cheaper. And there's a difference, right? Like, you can get a really nice shirt and get it on sale, and that makes it more affordable. Or you can get a cheap shirt that's not going to hold up, and it's not going to fit nice. It's not going to be flattering. Like, there's a difference between affordable and cheap, right? Those oils are cheap, okay? They distill them with solvents to extract more oil out of the plants, which solvents are chemicals, alcohols, and other chemicals. They distill them at super high temperatures, which gets more oil out of the plants, also destroys the therapeutic values of the plants. So if you're using oils to get all these therapeutic benefits, which is exactly what we're talking about, and get yourself feeling better, it's pointless if you're using oils that were distilled like at super high temperatures and you destroy all those therapeutic values. So you don't really want to do that either. Also, they dilute the oils. And sometimes you'll see it. Like, it'll say right on the bottle, it'll say like rose oil in jojoba oil. So it'll tell you, but if you don't know what that means, then it doesn't mean anything to you. You're like, oh, look, I get two oils. I get rose and jojoba. But, you know, jojoba oil is just like coconut oil or any other carrier oil. So what they do is they'll take the bottle and they'll put like 3 drops of rose oil in there, which is like a minuscule amount, fill the rest of it up with a carrier oil, coconut oil or olive oil or grapeseed oil or whatever they fill it up with, and then they sell it as rose oil. Yeah, it's rose oil. Insanely diluted rose oil. That's why you can buy it for $20 on Amazon. Do you know how many roses it takes to make a bottle of rose oil? You know how much like a dozen roses is on Valentine's Day? You're not going to get a bottle of rose oil for $20 unless there's something wrong with it. And it'll usually tell you how it is, but if you don't know what you're looking for, you don't know what you're getting, you just think, I'm getting a better deal. You're not. You're getting cheap oils, and you don't, when it comes to your health, you don't want cheap, right? Getting treated for chronic diseases isn't cheap. Prescriptions are not cheap. Chemo and radiation for cancer is not cheap. None of these things are cheap. Over-the-counter meds are not cheap. So don't buy cheap oils to be able to replace all those things. Buy quality oils to replace all those things, because I promise you, in the long run, you're going to spend so much less. You're going to get amazing oils, and you're going to spend so much less on hospital visits and prescriptions and treatments and everything else for these chronic diseases, because you're not going to have them, because your body system is going to be functioning the way it's supposed to. So Young Living is 100% oils all the time. Their products have oils in them. They're 100% oils all the time. It's what sets them apart, and it's the reason that if you're going to do this and you're going to jump in and you're going to say, listen, I want to change my life. I want to take control of my house. I want to take control of my health. I want to take control of my family's health, and I want to know what's coming in here. Then you're going to want to go with a company that you can 100% count on all the time. And Young Living is that company 100% of the time. And I can't say enough great about them, because it's just amazing. So step 1, admit that there's a problem. Step 2, find a better way. Young Living. Step 3, commit to make a change. You have to commit. You have to jump in all the way. Saying that you want to make a change and buying a bottle of peppermint and using the peppermint every day and stopping at McDonald's on your way home and slathering yourself with whatever kind of Kroger brand lotion or whatever and brushing your teeth with a bunch of chemicals, you're not making a change. So commit to make a change. Your health is worth it. It is worth it. You are worth it. I won't bang the table anymore. Just jump in. That's all you have to do. Just don't even think anymore. Just jump in and answer the questions as you go along. Do your research on what's coming into your house and control what's coming in your house. Control what's coming in your mind. Control what you're doing and thinking about yourself and about your worth and about what you can do with your life and how you can make a difference, because you can make it. Everybody can make a difference. It's not just like a select few of us that are like, oh, I'm going to try to change the world, whatever. You can change the world. Even if you only change your own world, your own little, like my family. I have 2 kids, a husband, and 2 dogs, and some chickens, which I use oils on my chickens. But in my house, I have those people. Even if I only change their world, that's huge, huge, huge difference. So commit to make the change. Commit to Young Living, commit to healthy lifestyle, commit to healthier eating, pay attention when you're in the grocery store, think about it when you're going places, when you're going out, think about what you're putting in your body, and commit to make that change. So, kind of an analogy. So spaceships, when they're coming in for a landing, like up in space or whatever, and they're coming into Earth, like if you even change their trajectory 1 degree, they're like off into the Milky Way. Who even knows where they're going? So think about that. So your life, you're on this path. Where's your path going? Like, oh, well, I feel kind of crappy and I don't really like my job and my husband's pretty annoying and my kids are whiny but whatever. I don't really have a way out. So I'm just going to keep it. So that's your path. That's your path. Really? You're going to stick on that? That's your path? That's not your path. Take that 1 degree. Bloop. Change it. Once you change that 1 degree, it changes everything. And it just it just goes and it flies. And sometimes you don't even know if you can keep up with it and you don't even know if you can do it. And you're like, this seems like so much, but it's not. It's one thing, 1 degree, one thing at a time. And then all of a sudden you look a year from now and you're like, holy moly, I am so glad that I jumped, because where would I be if I hadn't? You would be on your same, woe is me, my name is Eeyore, blah, blah, whatever path. Like, that's not what we were meant for. We were meant for so much more. So switch that 1 degree and soar, like off into the Milky Way. Milky Ways sound really good. I don't eat chocolate anymore either. That's a lie. I eat trail mix and it has M&Ms in it, and that's like my guilty pleasure of no carbs and no sugar. Don't tell Brian. I'm just kidding. He knows. But anyway, so Young Living membership. How do you get it? Super easy. You get the membership and it's for life. It's not Costco, it's not Sam's Club, it's not Amazon Prime, which I just got an email today. They're going up. It was $99 a year. Now it's $119 a year, whatever. I'm still going to keep it because Amazon Prime is unbelievable. And I'm going to pay that every year. Young Living, you don't. You pay it once, right? And when you buy a membership, you're not just paying the money to get a membership. You're getting a whole like welcome package starter kit. Like, here's how to start your journey. It's not like, Amazon Prime, I pay for a membership. I get music, but I don't know how to use it. So technically, I don't get anything. I get free shipping, But with Young Living, you get this membership. A, it's forever. And B, you get a kit that gets you going on everything. So you get 11 oils. We're not going to go over the oils in this class because literally there are like hundreds of thousands of ways to use these oils. Once you get it, then you start going one system at a time or one symptom at a time or one oil at a time, and you just start to use them. You use the diffuser. It comes with an amazing diffuser. It comes with 11 oils. It comes with samples of some of their other products in there, and it comes with ways to get going on this. Also, when you get into this membership, you get into a team, a Young Living team and the Young Living community is unbelievable. It is just the most loving, supportive, like they're gonna hold your hand and they're gonna like pat your hair for you and they're gonna like rub your back and they're gonna push you on this journey, and you're just like, you're gonna trust them and you're gonna love them and you're just gonna like skip alongside them and be like, yes, I want to go with you because you seem super nice and this is gonna be totally fun and whatever, and you just go with them. So the community that you get is worth 1,000,000 times what you pay for the membership. 1,000,000 times, hands down. They will help you all along the way. So you get the membership, you get the starter kit that comes with the oils of the diffuser, and you go. And you see where it takes you. They have a rewards program called Essential Rewards. You get like a monthly wellness box. It's like Christmas every month. You can change it every month. Sometimes you'll get products like I get the one drink, Ningxia Red. I get that every month. So that always stays in my cart. I get their probiotic every month. That always stays in my cart. But then each month you're going to need stuff. You're going to want to try different things. You're going to want to get the toothpaste and the shampoo and the whatever. And so each month you get these things in your wellness box, and Young Living gives you money back. They give you money back. They give you 10% and then 20% and then 25% back of your order. So like if you place a $300 order, you get $60 back when you're getting 20% back. So now you have $60 to spend on something else. Whatever you want. You get cheaper shipping. You get free products for spending money. I mean, this month I'm getting like 8 oils, I think, for free, just because I'm buying the products that I'm going to use anyway. You get thank you oils every 3, 6, 9, and then every 12 months you get a loyalty oil that you can't even buy. You just get it every 12 months as a thank you for being on Essential Rewards. It's amazing. So Essential Rewards is the way to go. When you commit to this lifestyle, commit to every month and do it. But it's not required. So in the beginning, if you're like, I just kind of want to dip my toes in a little bit, get the membership, get the starter kit, get those oils. They're going to cover everything you need for now, and get going on it. And then when you're ready to switch over to other things and you're ready to place another order, then you can get on the Essential Rewards, and then you can start, earning your money back and getting all your products and for better prices. So, yeah, so I'm not going to go over every individual oil here today. We can do that in a different class. I can do that individually. If you have questions, like however you want to do it, just hit me up, let me know, because there's so many uses for all of them. Like literally we'd be here until next week. So we won't do that. But yeah, you get the community, you get me, you get all these people behind you that are going to help you every step of the way. Whenever you have a question, you just post it on the team page, and there's like 20 answers within 5 minutes of how to do it and their experience and their ideas. And I mean, it's just, the community is worth so much. It's so unbelievable. So yeah, Young Living all the way. Last but not least, and then we'll wrap this up. Young Living is a network marketing business, okay? I said it. Everybody's scared of network marketing. I don't want to get roped into that pyramid scheme. I'm not doing it. That's stupid. Nobody makes money that way. Like, it's not even possible. And if it's a network marketing company, I'm not doing it. So that's ridiculous. And pyramid schemes are illegal. So Young Living is not a pyramid scheme, or it wouldn't be like illegally operating for the last 24 years. Like, that's not possible. Network marketing is a brilliant, brilliant business model. Really, every company, like Walmart, all right, Doritos, we'll take Doritos, because Doritos, there's commercials all the time on for Doritos, right? How much do you think that they spend on marketing? Like, one Super Bowl commercial is like $5 million or something stupid. Doritos is spending an insane amount of money on marketing. Well, what if they took that budget, whatever they have budgeted for marketing, right? And they set it aside, and instead of paying a company to do commercials, they pay everybody who goes to the store and buys Doritos and then is like walking down the street munching on their Doritos like, oh my gosh, these Doritos are so good. You should try these. Like, go to the store and buy these Doritos, right? And then every time somebody goes to the store and buys Doritos, Doritos sends you a check because you did their marketing for them. That's what it is. Forget network marketing. Everybody hates that. It's like this taboo, whatever. It's social marketing. Social marketing. It's on social media. It's socially out in the world. You use the product. You like the product. You share the product. And they pay you for it because you're their marketing. Because they don't waste all their money on a commercial or on a billboard or on a Super Bowl commercial or on whatever. They're not wasting their money on it. They're saving it and they're giving it to you because you're going to talk about their products anyway. So go talk about their products, right? So anytime anybody that signs up for a wholesale membership, which is how you get the 24% off, it's how you get, all the products, it's how you get access into the whole company. That's how you get your membership. You get a wholesale membership. You get a member number. Everybody gets a member number. As soon as you get a wholesale membership, you get a member number. And then you're using these oils and you're like, oh my gosh, these are so fantastic. And you're telling your sister, you're like, dude, you need these like yesterday, right? To my sister, if she's watching, hello, you need these like yesterday. You need these yesterday. And your sister's like, yeah, that sounds cool. I'll totally sign up. How do I do it? And then you're like, well, you just do what I did. You go to the youngliving.com and you click on become a member, and then it's going to say, did somebody refer you? And you're going to say, yeah, totally, my awesome sister referred me. Hello. And here's her member number. And then they're going to sign up and they're going to have the 24% off and they're going to use their products and they're going to think they're fantastic. And because of that, Young Living is going to be like, oh my gosh, you referred them and you got them a membership so they can change their life. Here's a thank you check. And they send you a check in the mail, right? And then your sister starts using the products and she's like, dude, these are the jam. And then she goes to work and she's telling her coworker about how these products are the jam. And then her coworker's like, well, I want some of those products. How do I do it? And then your sister's like, well, you just go to youngliving.com. And then when they say who referred you, give them my member number. And then you just sign up and you get 24% off of everything for life and you get all their amazing products. And they're like, awesome. And then your sister gets a thank you check. And then, oh, because you referred your sister, you get a thank you check because your sister referred somebody. And that's all it is. That's how it works. It's that easy. It's not creepy. It's not weird. You don't have to be like going around like, at the grocery store like, hey guys, you need oils. Like, come to my oil team and be creepy with me and sell oils. You don't have to do that. That's not how it works. If you don't want to do that ever, then don't ever do that, You sign up and say, I will literally never, ever, ever, as long as I live, ever tell anybody how to sign up for Young Living. Well, then when somebody else comes to you and says, these are great, just refer them to me, whatever. I don't care. If you don't want it and you don't want to make a thank you check, then don't. There's no requirement to do it. You don't have to do it. But if you want to change lives, this is how I jumped on this bandwagon. And like I said, it's my personality anyway, but I just kind of like I'm super off into the Milky Way. this is my passion, and I'm going to go and I'm going to share it with everybody. And Young Living is just going to keep sending me thank you checks because I'm talking about it anyway. I would have talked about it anyway. I really would have. Like, Bad Brad's has the best barbecue in the world. Go to Bad Brad's, right? They're in Lake Orion, and it's insanely delicious because if you like barbecue, you have to go there, right? They're not going to send me a check every time somebody goes to Bad Brad's because they heard Mindy told them to go there because it's delicious barbecue. They don't send me a check, but I'm going to tell people because it's good barbecue. Who doesn't like good barbecue? So I'm just going to keep talking about it anyway. So the fact that they're not spending their money on marketing, they're spending their money on their loyal customers who love them, I don't think that's a bad business model, you know? It really isn't. And if you don't want to do it, then just don't do it. Just use your products, love your products, change your life, and go from there. So, you know, I don't know. It's just kind of a win-win in all situations, really, at this point in my life. And I think at this point in your life, it can totally change what you're doing. So, I think that's about all I have. You know, that's how the company works. They're amazing. Their products are amazing. And it is the first step to taking control of your entire life. So you can just keep going with the mundane, bloop, 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 bloop. Now I'm old and I'm retired and I don't feel good, so I don't want to do anything. Or you can take that 1 degree and you can change your life and you can change your habits and you can change what's coming in your house and you can change your health. You can change your family's health and you can live whatever you want to do, whatever your passion is. I know what my passions are. Do you know what your passions are? Figure that out. You know, figure that out and run with it, because why not? We only have so much time here. You have no idea how much time you have, right? So what are you waiting for? You know, that's kind of where I am at this point. Like, I'm not going to keep waiting. You know, I'm almost 40, and then I'm going to be almost 45, and then I'm going to be almost 50, and then I'm going to be like almost retired, and I'm just waiting like, oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, you know? Yeah, I don't know if I saw that shampoo commercial. But it makes sense. That's exactly what it is. You just keep telling people how great their products are, you know? And it just, yeah, I'm not going to live the mundane, and nobody should live the mundane. That's not what your life was for, right? Be awesome. Make a change. Shoot into the Milky Way and love what you're doing, right? Find your passion and run with it. So anyway, that's what I have. I think it's a win-win. It makes total sense. To me, I don't know. I think it makes sense. Seems to make sense to about 4 million other people. Seems to make sense to Women's World Magazine because now they're promoting the products for Mother's Day because of the Stress Away, and I think the Stress Away and the Deep Relief Roll-On, both of which are super awesome. But like, who doesn't need Stress Away in their life? You get that with your starter kit. You know, you get all these great oils and you can just run with them. And you can do so many things with them. And then you can ditch all the crap because nobody wants crap. So, yeah. Before my time, even though I'm almost 40. Yeah, that's true. I am almost 40. It's scary. But yeah, don't keep waiting. What are you waiting for? Ask yourself that. Who even knows? Why are you waiting? Just go. Run with it. Have fun. Anyway, comment on this post if you have any questions. Comment on this post or shoot me a message when you're ready to get going, because now's the time. Jump. Let's go. It's happening. It's all happening. Don't let it happen around you. Let it happen to you and just run with it. It's going to be awesome. So anyway, it is, that was kind of long. I didn't think that would be so long. But anyway, so yeah, enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. It's still light out here in Michigan. I don't know where everybody is around this internet world, but it's still light out in Michigan. My family's still gone, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go sit in the grass and enjoy the peace and quiet, I guess, for a little bit. So, yeah, enjoy the rest of your night. Share this video with whoever you think it can help, and hit me up when you're ready to get running here, because it's going to be super awesome. So great. All right, you guys have a great night. Talk to you later.